Hi everyone. OMG Pickle has a new intro. No. You fool. You silly sausage. Are you insane? Absolutely not. I just cannot be bothered to edit 25 of my usual intros, so you silly billies have to suffer through these for a while. OMG, I know what you're thinking. You're so predictable. 25 videos? Yes. 25. Because I'm so amazing and kind. This is my Christmas gift. Up until the 25th of December I'll be uploading every day for you smellies. Not long videos. I mean this one's just over 8 minutes. Cause if y'all think you're that special that I'd actually make 20-minute videos for y'all every day, you are complete fools. You are nothing to me. I'm kidding. I love y'all. I think I'd love to make 20-minute videos, but you know my upload schedule at this point. I'll be gone for 5 months next time, baby, just you wait. Anyways, please tell me if the speech in this video is too fast. The text-to-speech thingy guy kinda made me panic with how hard he was spitting, but I couldn't be bothered to redo it. So tell me your opinion on it. Should I slow it down? Also, do you like my intermission thingy because I loved making it? Okay, whatever, I'm rambling, please enjoy. Kyumi, notoriously known as not being a morning person, scrunches his eyes open, his hand curled tightly around the empty bed sheet beside him. Violently, he curves his hyper-flexible arms behind himself and grasps for his phone, shutting his alarm off. 8 a.m. He crinkles the bedsheet between his fingers. Usually he'd have his own personal alarm clock to wake him up, the only question being, where was he? It takes a few drowsy minutes to edge himself out of bed. He slides on his indoor slippers, God forbid a speckle of dust on the floor sticks to his bare feet, and slouches down the stairs. Mornin' Omi. Atsumu, sitting on their kitchen countertop with a hoodie and a needle in his hand, greets Sakuatsu with a warm smile. He fumbles and empties his hands, grabbing a steaming cup of coffee and offering it out to Sakuatsu just as he reaches the bottom of the staircase. What are you doing? He grabs the cup with one hand, nodding a silent thank you and taking a quick sip. Nothing. He shoves whatever he was working on behind himself. Convincing. He steps closer to Atsumu, turning the blonde's head up to place a quick peck to his lips, but in reality he's just using it as an opportunity to look over his shoulder. Is that my hoodie? What are you doing? Nothing, I said. Yet he smirks. Mia. It just has a little hole in it. He returns a peck to Kyumi's lips. What? Did you burn it? You have zero sewing talent and that's green thread. It's nothing to worry about. Kyumi reaches over his boyfriend's shoulder anyways, grabbing his black hoodie that has a green thread and needle hanging from what he suspects to be an attempt at a woven Christmas tree. His brows furrow. Mia. Don't Mia me. He kicks at his boyfriend's calves. You've ruined my hoodie. Atsumu huffs a laugh. It's more festive. It's ugly. Yeah, ugly. He enjoys the way Kyumi's nose scrunches up. We don't have any Christmas jumpers, and since it's the 1st of December I decided to put my DIY cap on. Unimpressed, he stares down at the hoodie in his hand and eases his other hand on Atsumu's shoulder. Couldn't we just go out and buy some? We've got practice this morning. He leans into Sakuatsu's touch. We could have just gone after. You expect to go to practice looking like that? Disapprovingly, he eyes Sakuatsu up and down as if he wasn't wearing the exact same attire. No, Atsumu, I expect to go in a glorified version of this. A Christmas t-shirt? Do I look like I have a not good enough Omi-kun? He interrupts with a grin and points to the hoodie. Hence the need for this fella. Again, we could have just gone off to practice, Mia. It's the 1st of December, Omi. We can't just show up to practice without marking any effort. We usually do. Atsumu claps his hands to either side of Sakuatsu's face with a snort. It's Christmas, and now that there's no denying that, you have to make an effort. Sakuatsu's hoax of a scowl deepens, but he steps closer into Atsumu's parted legs anyways. You mean because it's not October? Because it's December. Sakuatsu rolls his eyes but fails to hold back a smile when Atsumu kisses his lips. Have you opened your calendar yet? Calendar? Atsumu gestures over to a counter at the opposite end of the kitchen whilst placing a sequence of kisses on Kyumi's cheeks and neck. 2 chocolate advent calendars lean side by side against the wall. A door was pushed out of the one on the left and looked like it could topple over at any moment. What type of chocolate? Believe it or not, I have met you before. Snorting, Sakuatsu leads himself to the calendar, settled a lot neater than Atsumu's. He cracks the door open and slots the chocolate in his mouth. He hums at the bitter taste. I'm not wearing that hoodie to practice, and neither are you. Atsumu huffs. But Christmas is starting a day later. You don't get to decide that. Atsumu chuckles, hands gripping the bottom side of the kitchen counter. You must be punished somehow for destroying one of my favorite hoodies. Oh come on, I just added a bit of spice. Your little attempt at arts and crafts crumbled and burned to the ground. I swear you majored in physics in college, not English. Sakuatsu huffs. Just go get ready, we'll go buy some Christmas jumpers after practice. He walks back over to Atsumu and places a kiss on the blonde's forehead. And gingerbread men? And gingerbread men? And candy canes? Sakuatsu releases a fond scoff. And candy canes. Practice went by just as usual. They arrived around 15 minutes early, greeted their teammates and got straight to playing, focusing specifically on blocking and digging up blocked balls. They stopped for a few water breaks and for a little longer lunch break. Standard. The fact that it was the first day of Advent didn't change much, well for the most part. Though there was the time Picklqous came up to them both in the morning, an almost disappointed look on his face. He was wearing a reindeer Christmas jumper with an embroidered Santa hat and a little pom-pom on the top of it. A basic Christmas jumper, but cute. I can't believe it. Picklqous huffs as he slouches over to the pair who had just entered the room. Even Shoyo hasn't made an effort. Can't believe I'm the only one. Atsumu darts a glare at Sakuatsu when Picklqous grabs hold of the tip of his jacket. Where's both of your Christmas jumpers? Some I had hope. I'm sorry Bokken. Siomi, what did I tell ya? Your shoulder let me wear that hoodie. You can embarrass yourself when you're not associated with me. Oh of course. Because you have a high status you need to keep up. Atsumu snorts and redirects his gaze to Picklqous. Do you not have Christmas jumpers already? Atsumu shakes his head. We're gonna go buy some after practice. Picklqous pouts. You'd better. And that was the end of it. Picklqous had completely forgotten about the whole thing by the time he was forced to take off his jumper and they started playing. And Atsumu made sure to keep his promise as he purchased several different Christmas jumpers when he and Sakuatsu made a short trip to their local town after practice. Atsumu only received an eye roll and a reluctant small smile from Sakuatsu at checkout. They cleaned themselves of sweat once they got home and carelessly sprawled their long limbs across their couch, their legs locked together. Pass me the remote. Atsumu presses the back of his head onto Kiyumi's chest and he lays back. Get it yourself. Yeah, right next to it. Sakuatsu rolls his eyes but reaches for it anyways whilst Atsumu makes himself comfortable on Kiyumi's chest. And the bag? He demands just as Sakuatsu retracted his hand, the remote held loosely within it. He huffs. Get it yourself. Omi. He turns over to his front and curls his head beneath the crook of Sakuatsu's neck. What do you want from it? The gingerbread men we bought. They'll go well with my hot chocolate, he says, wearing one of the cringe-worthy Christmas jumpers they had bought earlier. This one had llamas in Christmas hats all over it. Kiyumi wasn't sure how llamas had anything to do with Christmas, but the jumper was cheap and Atsumu looked cute in it. There wasn't much to complain about. You have no right to take their heads off. Of course I do. Sakuatsu ruffles his hair and Atsumu grabs the remote from his hand, planting a delicate kiss on his boyfriend's neck. I have pretty privilege. Not sure how that's in any way relevant. You saw them in the package. They're all deformed in some way. Which means I'm allowed to brutally murder them however I please. Kiyumi hums. Does that mean that because I'm hotter than you I get to bite your head off? Atsumu takes a quick breath of air and shoots himself up into a sitting position. Yeah, not hotter than me. Yes I am. No. Yeah, prettier. But yeah, not hotter. Then you're ugly. No, you're ugly. Okay, then you're cute. Then you're hot. He sits himself up to meet Atsumu's nose with a cute little peck before dragging him back down to lay with him. I'll bite your dick off, bastard. He aggressively clicks the remote onto Netflix. We're watching Home Alone. What? No, we have to finish our series first. Atsumu grins up at Sakuatsu, giving him a wink and kicking his legs like a little schoolgirl. Merry Christmas Omi-kun. He kisses his chest and ignores Sakuatsu's scoff. See you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all tomorrow with the next one unless I tragically die in a fire, which is a high possibility at this point. But yes, see you. Love you guys.